Hi everyone. Ready for some spooks? So, hi everyone. I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. Sorry for the glare. Movies and TV, our show here, what we do here. So, we're gonna get to the Creepshow Season 2 review. I can't wait to talk about it. I just finished the season finale. Short season, only 5 episodes. 5 hours, 9 episodes, certainly, if you're being, particular, but... let's talk about it. First off, I want to give a shout out to another YouTuber, Otaku Boy, Otaku BOI Boy. For the last couple of days, me and this guy have been in the comments of the video from Conan O'Brien where Ginger the dog shoots Kermit, and we've been basically play acting through text the climax of Joker with me as Robert De Niro, and I just got killed off. So I wanted to thank in the back and forth. I wanted to thank you for indulging this, and it was fun. It was fun, my friend. All right, it's a good movie, Joker. Let's talk about Creepshow. Creepshow Season 2 is streaming on Shudder. It's a horror-themed streaming service produced by AMC Networks. Not AMC Theaters, but the AMC TV network. What's Creepshow about? Well, Creepshow is a television adaptation of the film trilogy called Creepshow. There was Creepshow 1, which I believe is in the 80s. Great film. Creepshow 2, pretty good. Creepshow 3, but, So what's it about? Well, the original work was done by George A. Romero and Stephen King, and it was just like an anthology of creepy, but also blackly funny kind of horror, gross out kind of horror, gory premises. That's what this show is. And this time it's David's makeup artist and director Greg Nicotero. Greg Nicotero, who has worked a lot on The Walking Dead, he's the showrunner of this series. And basically, they get some celebrities together and tell some scary stories. Season 1 for me, I thought was kind of hit and miss, which a lot of these shows are, but I think that the miss category was a little higher than the hit. However, they did an animated special back on Halloween, where I thought the second story really picked up pace, and then they did a Christmas special that was, I thought, kind of great, involving like a demon, machete-wielding Santa, and like these monsters that are in like a 12-step program. I thought that was really neat. So then we go right into Season 2. Season 2 also is hit and miss, like any anthology, but the hit rate was higher this season. One of the stories we got is two dudes in space having a very odd kind of and potentially detrimental first contact with alien life. We have a brother and sister who maybe have a blood-sucking secret that also includes Molly Ringwald in the mix. And we have a little boy whose love of monster movies and models has a detriment on his abusive stepfather. Or rather, abusive uncle who takes care of him after his aunt and uncle raise him after his mom dies. And then we have, he's played by, not Matt Dillon. Matt Dillon's brother. What about the Entourage? For younger audiences, he was the foster dad from the We're in Deep Doo-Doo guy from Hotel for Dogs. One who's married to Lisa Kudrow. What's his name? Kevin Dillon. That's who. Kevin Dillon. He's stepfather. We also, or uncle rather. You always think when you think of abusive parent, you think of stepfather or stepmother, but no, it's his uncle. And then you got things like a hairy sort of hairball monster that kind of attacks people through the drains. You have, and then you have like a virtual Justin Long kind of being a little too obsessed with his virtual reality system that puts him in the movies to a zombifying effect. So basically, this show really picked up pace in Season 2. I quite liked the stories more. I thought they had a better mix of being silly, scary, and funny all at the same time. The gore effects... By the way, one thing this show has consistently done throughout its whole run is the gore effects are amazing, and that all comes down, I think, to Mr. Nicotero's skill set. I think that a lot of it really works. I think that of my favorite episodes, I'd say that of my favorite stories, sibling rivalry is probably my favorite, just because of how unexpected it was. For the first couple minutes, it was kind of like, oh, wait. because the teenage girl they got to play, who looks about 20 something, but she's playing like a 15-year-old. They got nailed kind of the Valley Girl, oh my god voice, and then when we realize what's really going on with her and her brother, it's so twisted and so funny and so ridiculously grotesque that it actually was not only kind of creepy, really kind of hilarious, in a good way. I liked that idea, and I thought it was nice. Molly Ringwald was basically just playing the same character she did in a cameo in Not Another Teen Movie, early Chris Evans comedy, which was like basically like Scary Movie but with like teen flicks, where it was he's doing all these speeches from other movies and not actually, you know, trying to... They're in the airport scene where the girl's about to leave on the plane and the guy dashes to the airport to win her back, and he's doing like all these different speeches, and then Molly Ringwald is like the flight attendant who keeps chiming in like, no, don't listen to him, this, and this. It's kind of like that thing from South Park where they have in the Game of Thrones arc where they're like going through the Rose Garden and they're like talking, and then the old man who runs the Rose Garden goes, he's lying to you! He's gonna stab you in the back. It's that kind of thing. And she, when they kiss, and she's like, oh, how, you know, it's, the girl in that is Alex from Supergirl, and they're about to kiss. She kind of gets in the middle of their eyes, they're about to kiss, and he goes, we all know where this is going, beeping teenagers. That's kind of the character she's playing in this. And she's having fun, and we got some people like Breckin Meyer shows up, Ryan Quanten shows up for a bit. We got little Allie Larder in there. It was a really good season. I liked, again, Justin Long. Darcy Carden from Janet from The Good Place. Has a devious kind of little sort of role in the season finale. I dug this season a lot more than the last. Not much more to say, you guys. It's creepy, it's funny, the makeup is amazing. Always use practical effects. Oh! I would be remiss if I didn't bring this up. Actually, it's a tie. Sibling Rivalry is tied with, I think, it is Public Access of the Damned? Something like that, but it was like it was the second half of the season premiere along with but also the one with Kevin Dillon is pretty great. But it was packaged with that. And it was the second segment. It was, basically, it's set in the 1970s and it was PBS, but they, of course, can't call them PBS characters, so it's like Mr. Rogers and Lamb Chop and Bob Ross. And the thing is that Lamb Chop in this is like a bigoted, awful lady, the woman who runs the puppet. It's great because I was going to mention Evil Dead in the practical effects. It kind of becomes a mini Evil Dead movie, like a 30-minute, like almost short film, because Sam Raimi's brother is the guest star, and he goes on there and on an Antiques Roadshow parody, and he's reading from the Book of the Dead, and what was it called in the, it was never meant for the world of the living, that thing. Reads from it, and then all of a sudden they not only do an Evil Dead, all the makeup, like they have the white eyes and that kind of thing, and they have like even the Lamb Chop puppet going, you mother, like going that hell, like the white eyes and the, that kind of thing. And then Bob Ross is a Vietnam vet who kicks all their asses, kicks Lamb Chop through a false window. Pretty great. Season 2 was pretty great. I would say Season 1 would be a 3 for me. The specials would be a 3.5. This is a 4 out of 5. I still room for improvement, but it is similar to like between the and they canceled it. Not Creepshow, they're bringing that back for the third season, but the Twilight Zone, the Paramount Plus Twilight Zone. The jump in quality from Season 1 to Season 2 is pretty amazing. So yeah, anthologies like this are always going to be hit and miss, but there's more hits and laughs and scares this season than there are not. So 4 out of 5 stars. So that's going to close the book on Creepshow Season 2. Can't wait for Season 3, and I'll definitely be back to watch it now that we're in this kind of new zone. I've been waiting for this. So, we are going to talk about... Also, having watched the episode late last night, I'm really, really excited to talk to you about Season 4 of No Activity. I think the animated format they've done this season is working wonders. I like the plot involving Will Forte and Samara Weaving's characters. I think it's really messed up and funny. We'll talk about that more when the season ends at the end of May. But we're later tonight, early tomorrow, we're going to talk about Season 1 of Invincible, which is fantastic. In a few, in a matter of weeks, I'm sure we'll be talking about Season 3 of Final Space. But with this weekend, we got Friday, I'm going to see the new horror film Separation, which currently sitting at a big old goose egg. It's a 0%. That should be interesting. And then Saturday night is I'm really excited to talk about, because it's going to be my first retro movie review, kind of, because I'm going to the Dolby Cinema in my town to see the 10th anniversary screening of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. I actually was one of the few people who saw it twice first theatrical run, and was on board with. I get to be the guy who goes, that one idiot who goes, I liked it before it was a cult classic. And I did. So we're going to talk about that Saturday, and then also this weekend. It's between Friday and Monday, I'm gonna be checking out Without Remorse, the new Tom Clancy thriller with Michael B. Jordan, and we're also gonna be talking about the new animated flick, The Mitchells vs. the Machines. What else has we got? We still have a few more weeks on Mighty Ducks, so yeah, I guess that's it for the week. That'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. Alright. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Love you all, class dismissed. I love you 1,000. Be kind to one another. Check out Creepshow Season 2. It's good. Even if you didn't like Season 1, give Season 2 a go. Alright. Thank you all. Take care. Bye.